One of my favorite seasons to decorate for is fall. So today I'm taking you on a little home tour to share with you how I've decorated for fall this year. Now, I didn't really change anything from last year, I just added on. So I'll be sharing with you a few new tutorials in this video along with some new free printables I created for you. And in case you didn't see last year's fall video, I'll let you know what projects you can watch the tutorials for so you can check those out after this one. I'll have all the links you need in the description box below. So I always like to start decorating with my mantle. I literally decorate that first for every holiday. So here's my fall banner that I just embellished a little bit last year, and that is in the last year's fall tutorial, which I will link for you. And this year I found this super cute garland at Hobby Lobby, this black and white buffalo check, and I just loved it, so I had to get it. I had no idea what I was going to do with it, but I thought it matched perfectly and I just added it on so I have a double banner. It just adds some warmth and texture to the fireplace area. So I was in Costco the other day and they had these gorgeous huge pumpkins for like $6.99, so how can you pass those up? So I got 2 of those pumpkins at the bottom of the fireplace, and I have this little lantern that sits next to my fireplace all year round, and I just put the pumpkins there. Now over here I had this distressed wood pumpkin. I got it from the Target dollar spot a couple years ago and I've never really had a place for it. So I made a little vignette, I guess you would say. That sounds all fancy. Over here I took that's actually a basket that I flipped upside down, and I'm using it like a little table. And I had all these cloth pumpkins, so I put those on there along with a little Farm Fresh pumpkin sign that I believe was also from the Target dollar spot, and just made a little pumpkin patch there. And on top of the mantle here is that craft project that's not really a craft project. You just put candles in a candle holder with some fall leaves around them. That is in last year's video. Along with everything here that is on the mantle is shown in the video that I will link for you. My mantle makes me so happy every time I walk into the living room. And as you can see, I really love the black and white buffalo check. I'm loving the buffalo check with the splashes of orange. Here in the dining room, you know, the room that we never use, we never eat at this table. Is it like that at your house? But I still like the dining room to look pretty because it's the first room you see when you walk in the house. I have an entire video showing you how I put this centerpiece together, so I'll link that for you so you can check that out after this one. So here is the centerpiece that I created last year and I absolutely love it. But this year I added on and I created these really cute napkin holders for the fake place settings that I have. And I'm going to share with you how I did that. Now I created my napkin holders out of wood and I used my Glowforge to create them. But you could easily create these with some cardstock and your Silhouette or Cricut, or you can even cut these out by hand. And I've created a free file with 15 different fall sayings so that you can pick and choose which ones you like and create your own napkin holders. Or you could even put names on them. What's your favorite fall word? Let me know in the comments below. Now, all of these next projects are new because I didn't even have this shelf in my living room last year. So I'm going to first start and show you how I doctored up these pumpkins. I found these bright orange plastic pumpkins at the Target dollar spot last year for $3. They're a little bit better quality than the ones you can find at Dollar Tree. But you could also do the same technique on any of those foam crafting pumpkins that you find in the craft stores. Now, a little something about me, I absolutely hate the color orange. I don't mind like a burnt orange, but this bright orange, nope, cannot stand it. So I had to do something to these pumpkins. So this was really just a bit of an experiment, but in the end, I like how they turned out. So to tone down the orange, I first started by taking some black chalk paint and just dry brushing into the little creases of the pumpkin. You want to dab off most of the paint off of the paintbrush before you apply it to the pumpkin. Now the black paint alone was not giving me the look I wanted, so I took some white acrylic paint and I did the same technique just over the areas I had done in black. I was just going for a rustic farmhouse style look because that is my favorite. So with white paint added, I liked it a little bit more, but that black plastic stem was really throwing me off. So I took some twine and I hot glued that around the plastic stem, and then they were perfect and I absolutely loved them. I couldn't be happier with how these turned out. I have this little galvanized farm truck I found at Walmart back in the springtime, and I love it because I can change out what I put in the bed of the truck for all different holidays. So I put some Spanish moss in the bottom of the truck and then just these little pumpkins on top, and that was done. Then I wanted a little pumpkin patch sign, so I'm using these wood signs that I found at Target Dollar Spot. It's almost like there's a theme here. And you could use any kind of little wood block sign. So I just made a little printable that, again, is a free printable I will have available on my website for you. And I just printed it out on cardstock and then Mod Podged it onto the top of the sign. And now my pumpkin patch was complete. The other little wood sign that said, "Why hello there fall," that one went on my tiered tray. And speaking of my tiered tray, I created one more sign for it, and I was so excited to finally find a use for the Dollar Tree little mini pallet sign. I've had a couple on hand and haven't had any idea of what to do with it. Well, I got one today. So pumpkin spice makes everything nice, this adorable pallet sign, and let me show you real quick how I made it. And again, I have the free printable so that you can make your own. It's really quite simple. All you have to do is print it out, cut it into the little strips, and you're gonna Mod Podge the strips onto the pallet sign. Now I'm sure not all of these pallet signs are the exact same size because it is Dollar Tree, but what you're gonna do to remedy that, just sand down the sides after you Mod Podge the paper on. It'll get rid of all the excess overhang paper. But it looked a little too perfect for my taste, so of course I wanted to distress it a little bit. So I just took some antique wax Waverly chalk paint and I did that dry brush technique again, just around the edges a little bit, and then very, very lightly over the top. I wanted to make it look like an old rustic pallet sign. I love it, and I see some more pallet signs in my future for future tiered trays. And one more quick and easy project, because I just couldn't help myself. I found this adorable little gift box at Dollar Tree, and I knew I had to have it for something. So I decided to use it as a little planter, and I got all of these flower stems from Dollar Tree also, these beautiful fall leaves, and I don't know what this other stuff is called, but I just liked it. So I put those 3 stems in there and then the box. So for $4, I have this beautiful flower arrangement that sits at my coffee bar and makes me oh so happy every morning when I make my pumpkin spice coffee, of course. So I hope you enjoyed my fall decor home tour for this year as much as I enjoyed sharing it with you. Don't forget the links to the free printables are in the description box below. They'll take you directly to my website where you can download your free printables. And don't forget to check out my previous fall videos that I've linked in the description box below. They'll show you how to create just about everything that you saw in this video that I didn't share with you today. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed yet and you think you'd like to see more content like this, please hit that subscribe button, and I would love to see you in my next video. I'll see y'all later.